Houston in the tournament game. His ability to be able to pick apart a Houston defense. We know that Houston loves to load up. They love to send extra help. But when they blitz the ball screen, he was able to get rid of it, pick on the tag, and get it to the opposite corner. I was like, oh, this boy is good. He is legit. So that right there shows me that he is NBA ready to be able to make plays from day one.
Yeah, and certainly that's something that is always at a premium here. But Bobby, before I get to you, this pick is already on the move. He said,
I'm trying to set you up here.
Let's go back to our senior insider, Shams Charania, because we've had 2 picks move around recently. Shams, what more can you tell us?
Yeah, Chicago has traded Braden Smith at 38 to the Indiana Pacers. This involves a current player, a player going to his second season next year. Cam Jones, future pick swaps, and cash going to Chicago. Braden Smith going to Indiana at 38. There was also another trade at 37. Ryan Conwell goes to the Miami Heat for number 41 and cash. So Miami moves up, takes Ryan Conwell. Oklahoma City will be picking at 41.
It'll be popular in Indianapolis.
Yes, popular in Indianapolis. Bobby, you said that this was a good move here for the Miami Heat.
Yeah, I agree. When you look at the Giannis trade, I do agree. I am agreeing with myself. Hey, we need some coffee up here soon. When you look at the Giannis trade, they have hard capped themselves at the first apron. Yep. You have 5 roster spots available, basically $18 million to fill 5 roster spots. You get a player on a $1.3 million contract. He can help you out with your depth. I met him in Santa Barbara when I went out and interviewed him. I talked with the people at P2 who do all the athletic testing. They compared his numbers to Anthony Edwards.
Oh, wow. That's quite a comparison.
High-level athleticism here, and he'll fill certainly a void in that Miami bench here, especially at the 2 guard.
Yeah, Miami is looking to certainly fill out their roster after that huge trade here. So remember, this is now, it says the Houston Rockets, but this is the New York Knicks that are on the clock right now.
Will they finally draft? They've traded 4 back 4 times, so they finally draft.
There's still time, Brian.
Well, part of what they're doing here is, in addition to collecting a little bit of cash, because they've made over $5 million in moving picks in the last 12 hours, they are also trying to protect against the second apron. We heard Jim Dolan, their owner, come out just after they won the championship and say, I don't want to go into the second apron. They have Mitch Robinson and Landry Shamet that are free agents. They have some maneuvering to do here. And this maneuver, going back in the draft, will save them money. And this is a team that has gone on the razor's edge of the second apron several times, but they have been experts staying out of it. They're working. I know it seems like they're just backing up, but they're actually working very hard.
But isn't there a difference in the second apron when you're keeping your own players?
Hallelujah. Somebody said it.
Bobby agrees.
You are allowed to, yes, you'll exceed the second apron, but the apron rules are there to retain your own free agents. So when you look at Mitchell Robinson and Landry Shamet and Jose Alvarado has a player option, if I'm the Knicks, I want to roll back that depth that helped you beat San Antonio, and I'm not relying on second-round picks, no offense, and players on veteran minimum contracts. So, yes, you can retain your free agents.
All right.
It's a good spot to agree with yourself again.
One of the factors, though, is when you go into the second apron, you are restricted from changing your roster. So that's part of the things that you have to think about. Even though they had a championship team, they don't want to be locked into not being able to change their roster.
Well, it appears, Brian, that the Knicks are picking.
With the 39th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Jack Kayil from Berlin and Germany's Alba Berlin club.
Jack Kayil decided to declare for the draft after originally committing to Gonzaga here, as he shares a moment with his family. He was born in Berlin, Germany. His mother is German, his father is from Ghana, and he played in the Basketball Bundesliga, the German professional league, where he led his team in scoring. He was named the best young German player. So let's check in with our international expert, Fran Fraschilla, about this special player.
This young man on Sunday night just won the German league title. Alba Berlin upset Bayern Munich at 20 years old in a very good pro league. He really came into his own. Now keep in mind, this is a young man that played with Christian Andersen and Hannes Steinbeck last summer on the under-19 team that lost to the United States, A.J. DeBonsa and Michael Brown. Athletic, strong, improving IQ as a point guard, and playing, as I mentioned, in a really good league. Now, he's a tough shot taker. Sometimes he's a tough shot maker. And when he makes those shots, they're usually big shots. For 20 years old, this young man, still a work in progress, but a great pick at 29.
A great pick here at 39. And now he is with our Vanessa Richardson.
Thank you, Jack. You and your family were all smiles. How would you describe the feeling when you heard your name called?
I'm just honored and grateful, and not only for me, also just for the people who helped me getting here. And yeah, I'm super happy right now.
How did your international experience prepare you for the NBA?
A lot, I think. I think I already saw for a young guy a lot of places and different playing styles, different players and different systems. And that can help me, I think, also in the future.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Malika.
Is talent that is up and down this draft. But one thing I would never do, Fran, is doubt you. We appreciate the insight. We'll be checking in with you over the course of the night. But of course, the NBA, there's still business to be conducted here. And one team that all of us here have our eye on is the Boston Celtics, because trades, while maybe not as many first-round picks, are still happening, including the trade of Giannis Antetokounmpo, a huge headline this week. He is on his way to the Miami Heat. But that leaves Jaylen Brown still with the Boston Celtics here. And the president of basketball operations in Boston, Brad Stevens, he was asked about where he goes with Jaylen Brown now. Take a listen. This is from last night.
We had a couple meetings earlier, end of May, also before he went back overseas a couple days ago or 10 days ago or so. Spent a lot of time, just the two of us sitting down together, and then have been, like every offseason, in regular touch with his agent all the way through the last couple of days. And, obviously with all the rumor mill and all that stuff and name being splashed all over the place, that's not easy, but we certainly wanted to be as proactive and upfront with that as possible. And I thought we had really good, candid conversations.
All right, so with that, I want to bring in our senior insider, Shams Charania, into this conversation. Shams, we're hearing what Brad Stevens is saying publicly here, but what is happening behind the scenes with the Boston Celtics?
Malika, the Boston Celtics are actively engaged in trade talks surrounding Jaylen Brown with multiple interested teams. And I'm told there is a sense of purpose from teams around the league that they feel from the Celtics in these conversations. And that does not mean, though, that a deal is guaranteed, because Jaylen Brown does have 3 years left on his contract. He's got a supermax deal that he's on. From my understanding, the urgency from either side could change as the weeks go on. And this all comes in the wake of the Celtics losing out on Giannis after they offered Jaylen Brown and 2 first-round picks. Giannis ends up with Miami, and now Jaylen Brown still in Boston. He won a Finals MVP in 2024. He was a league MVP finalist this year, and now his status is very much up in the air in Boston.
Status is up in the air as we march towards free agency. Shams, thank you very much. And you've been in these locker rooms. How does a player, an all-NBA player, move forward from something like this?
Well, I mean, as much as, Brad Stevens was up front, it's like you were up front, but you basically just told me I'm on the trading block, and you got to deal with it. Jaylen Brown's a professional. It helps that he's getting paid already. That'll keep a smile on your face. But when you're going into the next season, you're just wondering, is this question mark going to be lingering this whole time? Or are we going to get this done in the summer so that I can focus on getting my team better, or the next journey ahead and getting that team better? It's definitely something that you have to deal with. We don't talk about that mental aspect of the game, but that's hard because you're in no man's land. I know he's overseas right now working out and doing other things, but in the back of your head, you're trying to figure out, what does my future hold?
All right, and certainly as he's asking these conversations, the Boston Celtics still have business to conduct here. What's the path forward that's most likely?
Well, Brad Stevens said a lot of very nice and respectful things about Jaylen Brown last night, but he never said he wasn't trading him.
Exactly.
He had an opportunity to do and did not do. The Celtics got into the bidding for Giannis Antetokounmpo, but did not get into a bidding war, which means they knew there was a possibility that they would not be able to execute that trade, which means that they knew that there would potentially be other trades that they would make. And my speculation is they do have another list with other teams that they'll be talking to. And I would believe that there's a very good chance Jaylen Brown is going to be elsewhere to start next season.
Well, and the one thing that Shams had mentioned, he's got 3 years left. He doesn't have a player option here. So that is if you're a team out there, that's a controllable contract. And if you're the Boston Celtics, who has title aspirations, this isn't just trading him for draft picks. They went out and tried to get a top 5 player in Giannis here. And you certainly, if they're going to move off him, you're going to want something of significant value.